Tonight is the night.
Talent on the move. You guys have your tickets out.
What's going on? Welcome to Comedy Central, the half hour. Give it up for Mark Norman.
Hey, all right, Beantown, how are ya? Hey, okay. Yeah, I love it here. Hell of a town. Today I spent the whole day on Facebook. Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. You guys ever Google something and then you notice on your Facebook wall there's an ad for the thing you Googled? Well, what the hell is that? I was on my Facebook wall day. There was an ad for sexy cougars. I was like, hey, Google, that was between us. What the hell are you doing, buddy? I thought I could tell you anything. You're blabbing the neighbors? Take it easy. Now I'm all nervous around Google. Now it's like that guy I can't trust anymore. You know? Now every time I Google something, I'm very ambiguous. Now I'm like, spicy Latinas for a friend. You guys are so nice. Yeah. Can I just say this to the ladies on... Are you on Facebook, ma'am? Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Can you gals on Facebook just make a photo album called Swimsuits? All right? It would save us guys a lot of time, all right? All that clicking, you with your aunt, you with your uncle, you with your cousin, you with your grandma. What is this, a treasure hunt? Let's go. Come on. Give me the two-piece. Jeez Louise. But that's women in a nutshell. Even on Facebook, you still make us work for it, you know? Now you're like, oh, you want to see me in a bikini? Well, you got to meet my whole family. I never leave my apartment now. I just got the HBO Go. That'll kill your time. Yes. You got the HBO Go, sir? Yeah, you seem more like a VCR kind of guy. Just joking. Love the HBO Go. So many great shows. I love how you can knock out a whole series in like 2 days. I love doing that. Don't you wish you could do that with relationships? Yeah, then I wouldn't have spent 3 years on Karen. Could have knocked out the whole thing in 2 days and been like, she cheats on me in the end. What a twist. Oh man, I did not see that one coming at all. Wow, and who knew? I kill her. Hey, this is good TV. All right, yes. When I do get out of the house, I like to go to a park by my house. I love the parks. I went over to Fens in Boston today. That was a lot of characters over there. That's what I love about the parks in this country. The park is the only place you can see people trying to better their lives and people who have completely given up. You know what I mean? Where else can you see jogging and heroin? No, it's every walk of life. It's like gutter punk, hobo, dead body, field trip. Hey. Love going to the park. Where else can you see a guy feeding a squirrel next to a guy arguing with one? Good times at the park, yes. Last time I went to a park, I saw a gay rights rally. That was pretty cool. Any gay guys here? Well, that is statistically impossible. Come on, where are you, buddy? I'll find you. Huh? Right now there's some guy sitting next to his girlfriend going, what's he talking about, huh? I love the gays. I'm a big fan. Gay guys are the best. They're nothing but perks, you know? They're non-violent, they fix up neighborhoods, and they're generally smart people. You never really meet an ignorant gay guy. Like, you never meet a gay guy who's like, I only love 3 things. My truck, my gun, and dick. You never hear that, you know? And yeah, I had a guy say to me once, hey, Mark, you like gays so much, but what if you had a gay son? I wouldn't mind having a gay son. Having a gay son's like finding a French fry in your onion rings. You know, you're like, well, it's not what I expected, but I like these too. Oh, yeah. I'm on board with gay marriage. I like gay marriage, and I'll tell you why. I like gay marriage because it's that one big issue you can be honest about and still look like a good person. Let me explain. Like if somebody says, hey man, how'd you feel about that earthquake in Haiti? I don't care. Doesn't affect my life. Wow, what a dick. But if somebody says, hey man, how do you feel about gays getting married? I don't care. Doesn't affect my life. You got the right attitude. Very progressive, open-minded. I like that guy. Oh, yeah. I don't get the whole homophobia thing. That's a weird one. Any homophobes here? I did some shows in the South recently. I was talking to this guy after the show. I told him about a friend of mine who's gay. This guy goes, "You have a gay friend? I wouldn't even shake a gay man's hand." I was like, "Jesus Christ, why not?" He goes, "You know how many dicks are on that hand?" I was like, "Well, you shook my hand. Are you okay with my dick?" Because there's a lot of interaction between the two, all right? Yeah. Wow, that is terrible logic. You know who else touches a lot of dicks? Women. Yeah, man, they put them all over. You're screwed. Can't touch anything now. Come on. I don't know. I think homophobia can actually be kind of dangerous, you know? A friend of mine, he's kind of a tough guy. He went skydiving recently. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not strapping some guy to my back. That's super gay." Yeah, now he's dead. There you go. All right. I'm not gay. Do like the ladies. Big fan of the old labia. Oh, yeah. Which is weird, because when I was a kid, I hated girls. When I was like 6 years old, I thought girls were gross, thought they were dumb. And, you know, you're allowed to hate girls as a kid, but that's really the only group a kid's allowed to hate. Because if I was a 6-year-old that hated Puerto Ricans, that would be weird. You know, if I was like, "Hey, Mom, I hate Puerto Ricans," she would never say, "Oh, you'll like them one day." You'll like them a lot. Hey, all right. Any Puerto Ricans here? All right, too many. Just kidding. Love a good party. Good people. Very passionate people. A lot of knives, but passionate people there. Yeah. These are all just jokes. Take it easy. Look. I live in New York City. All right. If I was racist, I would be exhausted. So I'll just have a good time, huh? Sorry, black guy. Didn't mean to make eye contact with you there. It was an accident. My eyes went there. Thanks for coming out. Good to have you. We got to color this up a bit. I don't know. I feel like everybody's so phony nowadays when it comes to race. Everybody's so PC, trying to prove they're not racist at every moment. I was at a Starbucks last week. I'm talking to my friend. I was like, "Yeah, you know, my neighbor, he's this Mexican guy." And before I could finish the sentence, this lady stands up and goes, "Hey, I didn't come here to listen to some racist conversation." I was like, "Yeah, that'd be weird if you did." It's a coffee shop. Who would come here for that? Also, I said the word Mexican, because he is Mexican. That's not a slur. That's not a bad word. Sounds like you have some problem with Mexicans. You're projecting that onto me, all right? That'd be like if I said, "Yeah, this 4-year-old the other day," and you went, "Whoa, you're giving me a boner, you pedophile." Come on. I don't know. I have 4 black friends right now. It's the best I've ever done. And, that's 2 of them right there. And, you know, all my black friends tell me I'm the whitest guy they know, which I'm not sure what that means. I guess because I say words like skedaddle. I don't know. I get that all the time. But maybe I am super white. But I think the whitest thing about me is the fact that after I get a haircut, I like to leave the barbershop. Don't really see the need for all the hanging around, you know? You guys don't do that at a dentist's office. Whew, that was a hell of a root canal. Now I'm going to go sit in the lobby for 4 hours. Yeah. And I know some people are like, "Hey, buddy, that's a stereotype." Well, they made 3 movies about it, so you figure it out. Yeah. I don't know. I'm learning a lot from my black friends. I'm learning black guys don't get offended by much. It's only white people on behalf of black people, which is very condescending, you know? Like, I was at a party recently. I was talking to a friend of mine, black guy, had a couple beers with me. And I was like, "Hey, man, I got to ask you, what's up with the whole no swimming stereotype?" And my friend was like, "Yeah, we just grew up in the inner city. We'd have a pool around. We'd have a lake to go to." I was like, "Oh, now I know." And this guy at the party goes, "Hey, man, that was ignorant." I was like, "Yeah, that's why I asked the question." Now I know more about it. How are we going to get anywhere if we can't learn shit, all right? You're mad at me for trying to learn about another culture? Screw you. What does this guy do? Just walk to an African studies class like, "You guys all make me sick." Just trying to learn. Just because something makes you feel uncomfortable for 4 seconds, that means it's a bad thing. If we did that with everything, we wouldn't learn anything. Now your dad's like, "Hey, son, I'm going to teach you about the birds and the bees." Ugh, that makes me uncomfortable, Dad. Look, I know girls pee out of their butts, and we'll leave it at that. Yeah. I joke about race, but I hate seeing racism in front of me. It's brutal. I used to live with an Asian guy, a Chinese guy, and one time we were walking around in Brooklyn. Somebody called him a Chinaman. He was devastated. But can we all agree that's definitely the gentlest of the racial slurs? I mean, come on, he's from China. He's a man, not so bad, all right? To me, I think the names of Chinese restaurants sound a lot more like racial slurs. Let's try some. You know who can't drive? Those goddamn Panda Kings. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. And listen to this. One of those golden noodles just moved to my apartment building. Those guys really burned me up, those lucky dragons. I don't know. Race just isn't a big deal to me. I grew up in a black neighborhood in New Orleans. I grew up in a mansion in an all-black neighborhood. Oh, yeah. Those guys hated me. Yeah. My bike got stolen a million times. Yeah. It got to the point where at Christmas, my mom would buy me a new bike, and I was like, oh, my God, Mom, what are you doing? This is way too small for Jamal. He is going to kick my ass. Yeah. And, a lot of people say to me, hey, Mark, you grew up in a black neighborhood and you sound like that? Oh, yeah. This is how I rebelled. I was like, oh, you don't like my people? I'm going 1940s auctioneer on you. How do you like that, huh? Yeah. All right. Boy, you guys are a good crowd. Some crowds, everybody's so offended nowadays about jokes, tweeting and blogging about how pissed off they are. I got heckled the other night. I called this guy a douchebag. This lady comes up to me after the show and goes, hey, you shouldn't use that word. That's a mean word. My son has Down syndrome. I was like, all right, fair enough, but I also use the word douchebag. That's a mean word. Where's that, Mom? How come you never see that? Hey, can you not use that word? My son, huge douche. Oh, yeah, he wants to be a DJ. I don't know what to do. I'll tell you, nothing but e-cigarettes and fedoras. He's the worst. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, so I'm having a beer tonight. I'm gonna probably get pretty sloppy. I gotta cut back on the booze. I drink way too much. My uncle is actually 30 years sober. Can you believe that? 30 years sober. Yeah, the other night I was like, oh man, I got so drunk I lost my phone. My uncle's like, oh yeah, I did that once. I was like, wow, you know how drunk you have to be to lose your phone 30 years ago? Holy hell, are you telling me you got hammered and lost a landline? Good Lord. No wonder you quit boozing. Those were attached to the wall. All right, yeah. I go to a lot of bars. I notice there's a lot of girls at the bars these days flirting with guys just for the free drinks, You're not going to put out, but you want those drinks. Pretty good move. Makes you wonder, you think there's ever been any smart kids out there who would flirt with pedophiles just for the candy? You're like, hey, Timmy, don't talk to that guy. He's a child molester. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Gotta get these Skittles somehow. I went out to a bar last night trying to meet some ladies. I actually ended up talking to one girl at a bar last night. She was pretty cute, although I don't get too crass here, but she kept talking about her period. And I was like, ugh. Can we talk about something else? And she was like, oh yeah, sorry, let me just tell you about my day. And I was like, ugh. Let's go back to the period. Good Lord, I know it's gross, but at least it's interesting. All right, come on. I don't care that you're a barista. Let's get back to that heavy flow, huh? Yes. Oh boy, oh boy. That's one thing I'll say about the ladies, and I don't mean to generalize here. I'm just talking about, the majority of you. Is women are also insecure about how they look. You always hear that. Do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I look good? Do you think I'm fat? You all look great. Every girl is beautiful, very attractive, gorgeous. I wish women were more insecure about their conversation skills. Wouldn't that be nice? Every time I'm watching a movie, my girlfriend walks in, can you believe my aunt said? I'm like, I can't believe you think I care. Insane. Where are you getting the balls? Just walk in, I had earbuds in. Who do you think you are? Jeez Louise. Never got that, All these questions. Do these jeans make me look fat? Do these jeans make me look fat? I've never heard a woman once say, is this conversation even relevant? Anything here at all? Anything? Are you tuning out? I don't blame you. Yeah. Stop. One of you don't look fat. No one's fat. Ma'am, you're not fat. You're not fat. You're not fat. But I bet you're boring. Oh, shut up. I don't know her. Just kidding. I actually bumped into a girl on the street recently in Manhattan that I used to, bang. She was a fun gal, real tomcat in the sack, real firecracker, but she would always say things in bed that would just kind of backfire. Like, I remember one time she looked me right in the eye. She goes, around me, I never want to see your penis soft. And I know she was trying to sound hot, but it just came off as terrifying. I felt like I was in a boxing movie. I was like, come on, buddy, don't go down. Hang in there. You can do it. A couple more rounds. Come on. I got to be honest, ladies. Once she said that, I had to end it with her. I had to stop seeing her. Because, ladies, you got to realize, the soft penis, that's who guys really are. Right? That's the real guy deep down. Everybody loves a boner, but that's not the real you. Right? That's the cool guy. That's you when you turn it on. That's you at a job interview or a cocktail party. I'm the guy who likes to sit at home on the couch eating potato chips. That's a flaccid penis. You see what I'm saying? The boner's amazing. I have way more in common with my soft, wrinkly, disgusting, flaccid penis than I ever will with my erection. My boner's strong, confident, got great posture. I'm nervous, insecure, and squishy. Ladies, you can't tell a guy that. Come on. Can't tell a guy that, hey, I never want to see you soft. That's like me telling a girl, hey, I never want to see you without makeup. My boner is my mascara. It's all I have. Oh, boy. Wish that wasn't true. Got to tell you, this might be the best I've ever done. I do not go over all the time. So, this is nice. Yeah. I think my problem with the ladies is I want you all to like me. That's my problem. You gals, you're a tough nut to crack because you're all different. That's the thing. You know, like some girls like a nice guy. Some girls like jerks. So how do you know? What I do both. I see an attractive lady. I open the door for her and I say, after you, fatty. Mix it up. Cover your bases, you know? But, you know, and these are all just jokes about women. I love the ladies. I try to be a good feminist, I do, which is tough nowadays, because some women are feminists and some women aren't. So as a guy, how do I know how to act? You know, like some girls, you open the door for them, they're like, wow, gentlemen, thank you very much. Other girls, you open the door for them, they're like, what, you think I can't open my own door? I'm like, whoa, hey, I'm just trying to bang you. Jeez Louise, how'd we get here? Good Lord. I have never paid for sex, though. Anybody here ever pay for it? All right, yeah. Get a shot of that guy so his grandmother can see this. Yeah, there you go. All right. Good for you, buddy. I don't think there's anything wrong with paying for sex, creepy guy. I really don't, you know? Sex is just a need like anything else. Why is that the one need we have where it's frowned upon if you pay for it? We don't do that with any other needs. You know, no one's ever like, come on, man, you paid for those groceries? You're a young guy. You should be farming. Get out there, plant some seeds. One of my friends, he gets laid all the time. He's one of these guys that complains about condoms. I hate when people complain about condoms. Dude, you're putting your penis inside of a woman. Shut up, all right? It's a thin layer of latex. You're not eating food with the wrapper on it. You're getting laid. Get over it, all right? What, you just can't have anything between you and someone else? His dad's like, hey, son, give me a hug. Well, get that goddamn shirt off, Dad. Yeah, I want to feel this hug for once. Come on. You know what I don't understand is condom commercials. How come it's just people having sex in the commercial? Look, if you're buying condoms, you're already getting laid. I feel like if you want to sell some condoms, have a commercial with a screaming baby and a guy crying in front of WebMD. Yeah, that's how you move some rubbers, you know? Just a guy pissing fire like, why didn't I bag it up? Trojan. That's it. Oh, boy. But I think if we're talking about ladies, we're talking about sex, I got to bring this up. I think women get the short end of the stick in the whole sex game, you know? Guy has sex with a lot of girls, he's a cool guy. Girl has sex with a lot of guys, everybody makes fun of her. That's not fair. It's a double standard. I hate when guys pull this move. They go, hey, you know, I had sex with that girl. I'm the man. And you go, yeah, well, she had sex with him too. And they go, oh, what a slut. Well, that's not fair. How come she's a slut now? How come she wasn't a slut when she banged you? You never hear a guy say that. Whew, she slept with me? What a whore. Wow, you've got some problems, sister. Get your act together. This is a wake-up call. I feel like we're so mean to promiscuous girls in this society, aren't we? Slut, tramp, she's loose, she's easy. Well, what is that? Don't we all like sex? Why are we getting mad at the one group giving it away? You know? Yeah, we all like Banana Republic, but if they have a sale, nobody calls them a whore. I don't get it. We got a black president now, gay marriage is legal, yet sluts are still oppressed. That's the one group in this country that still gets stepped on. And I'm the only guy sticking up for these women. Right? Even women won't stick up for them. Those sluts will ruin it for everybody. No, you could put out too. I genuinely don't understand it. I feel like if we're going to make fun of a group of girls, let's make fun of the prude girls, right? They're the boring, annoying ones. Let's kick them off the high horse. They've had it too good for too long. Why do we reward these women? I don't put out till 3 months into a relationship. Yeah, because you have nothing else to offer. Get a personality together. Come on, kick it up a notch. Let's go. Because let's be honest, you know, prude girls, they're like mom and pop shops. We all pretend to like them, but they're more expensive and they close early. Promiscuous girls are like Walmart, all right? Everybody makes fun of them, everybody talks down to them. But when you're inside one at 4 in the morning, you're like, man, I'm glad these are around. All right, thanks a lot. I'm Mark Norman. I'm keeping this.
House lights go. Copy that.
Tonight is the night.
Alan's on the move. Guys, have your tickets out.
What's going on?